It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyren Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing again is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nakua.
27 yards, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing is Wilson. On the move past the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in turn. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Stafford's throw. It's complete into the hands of Higbee. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Williams running left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And able to get this out to the 20. Their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally get him, but not. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Prescott.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Prescott now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That wasn't quite as big.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the run, it's Dowdle.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
This a 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They run here with Dowdle.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He dumps it off for Henry.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
They'll look to throw here.
Check down here for Henry.
Oh, nice move. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now Jackson on second down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Henry again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 12-yard touchdown run. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're for the 3rd time. Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner.